wave of 150 earthquakes rocked the Campi Flegrei volcano near Naples last week, the largest in 4 decades. The quake swarm began just before 8 p.m. local time on May 20th, including a magnitude 4.4 quake that was recorded 1.6 miles below the surface, experts wrote in a statement. The quake swarm lasted nearly 5 hours, sparking panic among residents in nearby towns, but no injuries were reported. 39 families were temporarily evacuated from their homes, and minor tremors were still being felt around lunchtime on May 21st. This is the strongest seismic swarm in the last 40 years, Mauro Antonio Di Vito, a volcanologist and director of the Vesuvius Observatory of the Italian National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology, INGV, told the news channel. Campi Flegrei is Europe's largest active caldera, and the volcano has shown signs of erupting. A caldera is a type of crater that forms when the roof of a volcano collapses into the magma chamber as it empties during an eruption. Campi Flegrei last erupted in 1538. In the months leading up to that eruption, the ground swelled and rose as much as 66 feet, then sank again as the volcano released its magma reservoir. The ground beneath Pozzuoli, a town located near the center of the caldera, has been rising for the past 20 years. Christopher Kilburn, a professor of volcanology and geophysical hazards at University College London in the United Kingdom, told Live Science in an interview in December 2023. The irregular seismicity pattern began to increase about 10 years ago and has been increasing ever since, Kilburn said. Similar patterns of swelling and seismic activity, known as Brady seismic crises, occurred in the 1970s and 1980s. Between 1982 and 1984, the ground in the Campi Flegrei area rose at a rate of 3.5 inches per month, triggering more than 1,300 earthquakes per month, according to an INGV statement. Most of the quakes were too small to be felt, but they started to get bigger, which was felt by the population and raised alarms, Kilburn said. Then it all stopped. The ground has not fallen back to pre-crisis levels in the 1970s and 1980s, meaning each small rise stretches the Earth's crust further. Every crisis starts where the previous one ended, Kilburn said. The ground is currently rising at a rate of 0.8 inches, 2 centimeters, per month, the statement said, and there has been no change in that rate since last week's quake. About 450 earthquakes have been recorded in the past month, compared with 1,252 in April 2024, most of which were of magnitude less than 1. Temperatures and carbon dioxide fluxes measured at the surface of Campi Flegrei also showed no significant changes compared to recent months. The cause of the swelling remains unclear. There is some debate about whether it is really an accumulation of gas, an accumulation of magma, or a disturbed hydrothermal system, Kilburn said. Whatever the exact cause, if you stretch something long enough, it will break somewhere. Following last week's earthquake, Gaetano Manfredi, the mayor of Naples, said the situation was under control and there is no risk of an eruption, and experts told the news channel that the volcano was unlikely to erupt anytime soon.